Hi guys, thank you so much for joining this 7 days class. My name is Samuel Linus and I'm super excited to have you here. At NEDI, we are a peer-to-peer edtech platform that allow people to learn in peers, groups, and communities. It simply means that gone are those days when you'll be learning alone and you have questions to ask, but nobody to ask questions. You wish you're a part of a community. You wish you have a mentor. You wish you have a learning mate, somebody you guys can learn and grow with. But unfortunately, you're learning online, so there is no one like that. But with NEDI, you have access to all of those things and even more. When you enroll for our platform, you have access to a one-on-one mentor. You'll be able to schedule a clarity call with your instructor at will. You will also join a support group where you can ask questions at any point in time. You will also be part of a weekly live class where you'll be learning and growing with other people. And guess what? You will also be paired with an accountability partner, somebody that you guys can learn and grow with and also build rapport as you advance in your career. And at the end of the career roadmap, you also get personalized portfolio review and job support. Don't forget to go on our platform and turn on your subscription. It's just a monthly token. That being said, don't forget to also subscribe on this particular YouTube channel so you'll be notified when we upload subsequent lessons, right? So without wasting much of our time, let's get into this particular video.
You're welcome back. In this particular video, we'll be getting straight into talking about conditional statement. So I'll just close this object for a bit. Click here, create a new file. Let me just call it conditions, right? Conditions.html. All right, that's cool. Start this up and just call this one conditions. All right, I'll save this. Come over here, ensure that that is running right here. So now that I have this, what exactly are conditional statements? So conditional statements are used to perform different actions based on different conditions. So let's start something. So if we have a JavaScript function here, or let's say there is a variable of age that is equal to 20, for example, we could now set up a condition. So we have the if, else condition, and so on and so forth. So we'll start with the if. So inside here comes in our condition, right? We'll now have a block here. So we can now have what will happen when this particular condition is true. So this will only trigger when this condition here is actually right. So for example, I could say console log you are allowed to drink. You are allowed to drink, right? So let's say we want to write a program that only allow people that is above 18 years to actually buy alcohol. So you're allowed to drink. So I will come here now. My conditional will now be if age is greater than 18, you are allowed to drink. So let's say this. So you're allowed to drink. So that means this condition is true. So let's assume that this condition is not true. So let's give this 15. You see, it will not show anything. It will not show anything, right? So let's add another condition. Let's say else. So else is what happens when this other condition is not true. So now right here, I will come in here, I will say console.log you are underage, right? So now it's going to show you are underage. But if age here is 25, for example, you're going to see you are allowed to drink, right? So now, what if this person is 75 years old? So I want to have another condition that says something like, if this person is above a certain age, we should instead put in we should say you are too old to drink. Let's do something like that. So we'll now say something like else if could be another third condition. So this is how it goes now. Else if age greater than 70, let's have something like this. Let's have something like this. Let's say if age is greater than 70, let's say you are too old to drink. You are too old to drink. So now age is greater than 75, but because of this condition is already been met, right? So it's going to say you are too old, you're allowed to drink, instead of us showing us you are too old to drink. So how do we get this? How can we get this to work? We can get this to work by either coming here and write a double condition. Say if age is greater than this and age is less than what? 70, right? We are going to have this now. So if age, so these two things needs to, age must be greater than 18 and age must be less than 70 for this should happen. So you now say you are allowed to drink. So let's say if we have age here to be like 60 or 50, for example, we're going to say you are allowed to drink. If age is 15, for example, it's going to say you are underage. If age is now 75, it's going to show you are too old to drink. So now, if statement only works, if condition only works when the condition is true, else if is if the condition is, if this first condition is not true, let's test another condition. So we can now have if, so we can now have something that keeps going like this. We can now have if a condition, a statement happens, else if a condition, right, another statement happens, else if a condition, right, another statement happens, else if. So the else if can keep going limitless. Then when everything is not met, that everything is wrong, right, is false, we cannot have else. So else is just like the default. So that is how conditional statement actually works. So with this, you've learned the if statement, the else if statement, and the else statement. Now, another condition statement that is also that you can also use is the conditional statement of switch. So instead of using else if, we could actually use switch. Switch performs something similar, right? So let's try switch. Switch comes in here, it carries an expression. In this case, let's say a particular value, right? So let's say a value of age, as we've been using that example. Then it has case. So this case now have to be true. So if age is 75, for example, we'll now have this. Then we'll now have our block of codes here. We can now say console.log console.log you are old. Let's use that stuff. You are old, right? Then we have default that could also work. Default is like else. Default, let's see, default console.log, we could not define your age. All right, let's do something like that. So as you can see now, so it's showing us we could not define your age twice. You are too old, we could not define your age, and that's because of we did not use the word break. So we're supposed to use the word break here to actually end that particular line from reading. This is what we're supposed to do. So you are too old. So if we change this age to 15, this is going to give us we could not define your age, right? So we could also have another one and say case, let's say case 50. Let's put this here, case 50. See, I did the wrong thing, Control Z. Let's say case 50. Case 50 now, we could say console.log. Too much, because let's just type allowed, right? Allowed to drink. All right. Then of course, remember you will always use the word break to end that particular line there. So break. So if this is 50 right now, we know what we're expecting. So this is like if it's 75, you are too old. Else if 50, allowed to drink. Else. So switch is like another if else, but in a switch format, right? Allowed to drink. So that's how it works. So now you know if statement, you now know else if statement. You also know else statement as well as switch and case statement too as well. So that is it about conditional statements. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to check out Nerdy Eye and enroll for our bootcamp so that you can actually learn with the community, get a accountability partner, get a mentor, and as well as get a personalized portfolio review and job support in your tech journey. Right? Hope to see you guys inside the main community. Have a wonderful day.